Alright, so we're going to do just a video walk around in the garage here. As you can see, GTA badging right here. All original. It's got the original gold spoke tires. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ryan Corcoran. I'm an entrepreneur and real estate investor, and I became financially free using predominantly multifamily real estate investments along with flipping real estate. And most of my channel is devoted to bringing content to you guys for free to give you as much content and information as I can regarding real estate investing so you can become financially free as well. However, today we're switching it up a little bit. You know, most people say that buying a car is a poor decision. In fact, you know, they usually depreciate the minute you take them off the lot, and, you know, bad decision all around is to, you know, spend money on a car. Well, I'm here to tell you otherwise. Occasionally, sure, actually most of the time, buying a car is not a great idea, right? Spending X amount of money on a car, because you'll never get that money back typically, right? However, we usually need it to get to work, etc., etc. Behind me is my 1989 GTA Trans Am. This is the first sports car and classic car I actually bought, and I want to just sort of give it a review and sort of go over the numbers on what I spent for it, what it's worth today, was it a good investment, and why I haven't sold it. I bought this car about 12 years ago when I was 15 years old. And the reason I bought the car was because, like most car guys, I'm a car enthusiast, right? And so I didn't care how much money I was going to spend. I was going to buy the car because I'm a car enthusiast. And a lot of people have, you know, when I was buying it at the age of 16, 15 years old, people said I was crazy. My parents said I was crazy. But listen, I saved up the money. I bought the car. It's been 12 years since I've owned this thing. And I've put under 12,000 miles on the car. I put 11,700-ish miles on the car. And so I haven't driven the car all that much. Most of the time, it spends its life in the garage along with the other ones. However, the reason I haven't sold this car is I bought this for $5,500 back, almost 12 years ago. One of them just rolled across Bring a Trailer auction for almost 30 grand. It sold for $29,000. A GTA Trans Am, just like this, in a dark maroon color without T-tops. Now this one does have T-tops. This one's in all original condition. In fact, the paint on this thing is still original. And most cars you see from 1989 do not have the same paint job on them as they came out of the factory. They do not have the same motor. The transmission, who knows, right? I mean, whoever took care of this before me did a very good job. And since I've owned this thing, it has never ever seen a drop of snow. It's never been on a road in the winter. In my lifetime, it's seen rain one time, and I got stuck in the rain. The car actually broke down. It was a funny story. About a few years after I bought the car, the alternator died at a red light. I was there for half an hour, it started to downpour. So now, this thing doesn't leave the garage unless there's a less than 20% chance of rain. I know people think I'm crazy, but again, it's not my daily driver, right? This is a collectible car that I hold on to. It increases value over time. And the reason I haven't sold it yet is because this is the first car I ever bought, right? I mean, I've bought and sold other classic cars, and this one I will never sell. I will hang on to this thing forever because at 15 years old or 16 years old, making a $5,500 investment, and now being 27, having a $30,000 investment, you know, it's a decent return. It's a decent return on your value if you don't need that capital. So I'm going to do sort of like a review here for anybody, you know, anybody on surfing YouTube looking to learn about GTA Trans Am. So it's a 1989 GTA Trans Am. It's got T-tops. It's got a 350. I did have the 350 rebuilt because I had a push rod broken inside the motor, and it was almost going through the bottom block, and I could hear it. So I had that replaced. So that cost me about $5,000 to have the whole thing redone, pulled out, installed. I had the transmission rebuilt about 2,000 miles ago, and it's been absolutely beautiful ever since. Other than that, I really haven't done anything drastic to this car. I haven't even put new tires on the car yet. I mean, that's how little I drive it. The 350 puts out about 240 horsepower, which you're going to say, you know, isn't really that much. And you're right, it's not a super high-end, you know, top-end speed car. It does have quite a bit of torque, right? It's got about 370 foot-pounds of torque right now, which means when you hit that gas, your head knocks back pretty quickly. And that's why, you know, it's fun. And predominantly that's why I keep it, right? I'm not really a speed demon driver. I don't need to go 150 miles an hour, right? For me, it's that 0 to 60. It's the fun speed. And I'll take you through all the images of the exterior, and we'll do a video walkthrough and some pictures of the interior as well. But all in all, this is my favorite car that I've ever owned. Maybe because it was the first one I ever bought. It's not the fastest. It's not the best looking. It's actually a 3rd generation F-body, which really, you know, they're not valued all that high. Granted, one did just sell, like I said, close to 30 grand. They're really not valued like, you know, a 69 Camaro or, you know, a 1970 Chevelle or an exotic supercar, right? Hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Alright, so we're going to do just a video walk around in the garage here. As you can see, GTA badging right here. All original. It's got the original gold spoke tires. Ignore the dirt on the wheel. I just drove it down towards the beach and it was a little bit sandy down there. It's got the front GTA badge on it still. But I absolutely love this car. I have had 0 complaints with this thing. Like I said, you know, it was the first car I ever bought, and so it definitely holds some sentimental value to me. And as much as it just sits in the garage and doesn't get much use, like I said before, it's gone up drastic in value. Please hit the channel button, view all the videos on there. Please like and subscribe. It helps the YouTube algorithm get the videos out to more people so more people can learn how to become financially free and live the life you want to live.